Hello my skeleton friends, welcome to my channel Skeletal Academia. My name is Keith Bui. I'm a freelance artist and a small business owner based in Los Angeles, producing original art and merchandise on my skeleton magical world. If you're interested in my art, hearing the story of inspiration behind my work, watch the art making process, or just want to hang out with an artist who loves to draw friendly and loving skeletons, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel and my social media. If not, it's totally fine. I still hope you enjoy this video. In this video, I'll be showing you my process of making my Victorian puzzle purse for my Patreon members. By the way, if you want to watch this video without voiceover, I have it linked below. Briefly about this Victorian puzzle purse. It is a type of folded paper craft that transforms a single square sheet of paper into a container with hidden compartments and pockets. During the Victorian era, it was used as a method of exchanging romantic messages. This February, we celebrate Valentine's Day, so I was inspired to create them for my Patreon members. So they can keep it as my love letter to them, or they can send it to their loved ones. If you want to see how I fold it, you can skip to the final folding chapters of this video. For this video topic of discussion, I want to talk about love. My friends and I were having a conversation about love, and a few of them were venting that nobody loves them and they have nobody to love to celebrate Valentine's with. Would you agree with me if I say that love is around us, we just refuse to see it? That statement indicates that love is always there, yet our perception or acknowledgement of it may be covered by various factors. What I'm sharing with you is drawing from my personal experience and societal dynamics to expand the complexities of recognizing and appreciating love, a timely reminder to myself to always pay attention to the love around me. From early adolescence to late adulthood, I encountered numerous instances when my used-to-be significant individuals had questioned my worthiness of love and abused my trust for them. I looked up to wrong ideal figures and thought that if I don't live up to their expectations, then I wouldn't be accepted. I stressed myself out to do anything in order to get any love from them. The attachment I have with them had stopped me from being completely independent when everything I do had to lead back to if they were approving my actions and my worth. Even until my mid-20s, their discouragements continue, leading me to overlook my self-love and the love from many other people, which led me to lose other friendships and connections on the way. This highlights the phenomenon of valuing certain opinions to the extent of neglecting alternate source of affection. One of the key impediments to recognizing love is the lack of awareness. We often become so absorbed in our own goals, worries, and aspirations that we fail to perceive gestures of kindness and support extended by more than our significant love or even strangers. Because I was so focused on pleasing certain people and goals that I turned blind eyes to other people's care. I kept getting hurt and was so confused and lost in understanding what true love was. My realization came when the last person who had been through thick and thin with me got hurt by my unappreciation for their love. That moment prompted me to reassess my priorities and recognize that I had been investing my time and energy into relationships that wasn't genuine or supportive. I overlooked these in favor of false relationships that ultimately let me down. Since then, I started practicing to love again, by focusing on those who actually putting effort in understanding me and support me for who I am. Now I can feel love around me even when I'm alone or in my darkest place. I stopped craving for love and approval from the wrong people that could potentially affect my mental health. The mention of mental health reminds me emotional barriers is also another key that complicate my recognition of love. Past traumas, insecurities, or negative beliefs can create walls, block the reception of love. The fear of vulnerability can make us hesitant to recognize or accept the affection that other people are offering us. I had experienced this fear numerous times. This fear made me afraid to express my love and beliefs in people because I was afraid of being rejected or betrayed. But the more rejections and betrayal I got, the better I am in seeing people. I needed to realize that there would always be people who betray or reject me to then make legitimate space for people who will see my love and trust. Love is a positive feeling. Regardless, we should always express it if we feel the need to. There are other factors that can affect our realization of love, for example, the difference in love language or cultural influences. For the different love languages, it contributes to misinterpretation of affection. Individuals may express and perceive love through diverse channels, such as acts of service, words of affirmation, or physical touch. Failure to align these love languages can result in misunderstandings, causing expressions of love to go unnoticed or unappreciated. Similar but not the same cultural influences also played a significant role in shaping perceptions of love. Norms and expectations vary across culture, influencing how love is expressed and received. Some cultures prioritize demonstrating affection, leading individuals to overlook display of love. You might tell me that you don't have anyone who would love you or for you to love, but I promise you that you do. That person is yourself. You might dislike yourself today, but perhaps you can be kind to your younger self by doing something you wanted to do but didn't, or be a hero to your future self, for example, by contributing to your knowledge through exploring or reading new books, or to not giving up on something you're passionate about. Your future self will thank you for that. I have been taking care of my childhood self by doing the things that she wished she could do without the fear of getting rejected, giving her the love and attention that she didn't know she deserved. I have been protecting my future self by caring about my current health and not giving up on my dream. By confronting emotional obstacles, broadening awareness, and embracing diverse expression of love, each of us can cultivate a deeper understanding and appreciation of love that is surrounded us, ultimately fostering personal growth and fulfillment. Since the day I had my realization of love, I've been able to overcome my negative feelings. Any positive energy I have enables me to express love to myself and others in return. I hope you realize the barrier you may have so that you can redirect your focus to those who truly deserve your love and keep them closer. While creating this love letter, I thought about all of my art supporters. First, there are my fellow artists, friends, and followers who have believed in me. At the beginning of my career, I would post my art on social media platforms every day. There were times when I lose hope because of exhaustion and burnout, hoping people would recognize my art. Fortunately for me, after years and years of trying, I made new friendships with my followers, and somehow a few of them had become my really good artist friends. From those friendships, I start to know more artist friends. We share mutual support through the years. Whenever I feel doubtful about my ability, they encourage me and let me know my worth. Thanks to their support and spreading their love for my art, many other people have come to know about it. Although I have started promoting my art from zero again recently, the love and support I received from my artist friends and followers in the past always motivate me to keep going. Another meaningful support I have is from my Patreon supporters. Throughout my creative career, the first time I really felt the love for me as an artist and the work I create was when I started my Patreon. It took me almost a year to gain 5 members who have been with me for 4 years now. I remember when I first started this Patreon, I was scared and often panicked because I was trying to get used to the schedule and workflow, as I always create art based on my current feelings and not something I can plan. There were times I couldn't make it to the schedule or fulfill the specific art I had mentioned because I lose my interest. I remember apologizing to my patrons and suggesting them to unsubscribe because I didn't want to disappoint them. Instead of being mad at me for being late to change my art making plan, they encouraged me to do what I needed to do. They said they believe in me. They wanted me to take all of the time I need and create any type of art I wanted to, because they are there to support me in whatever art I produce. I still remember the feeling of my heart melting. I had never felt so loved by strangers before, nor had I ever felt so much at home as in that moment. Although my Patreon may not appear to be active, within it are many of my most wholesome art supporters who have believed in me and my creations. It's unbelievable to receive financial support while being able to create art freely. Their encouragement allowed me to do my best comfortably creating my art rewards each month. Now that my Patreon had reached close to 200, it's all thanks to those who have always been there with me on this journey. The love and appreciation I feel, I'm glad I was able to acknowledge them. Keeping love around us, whether it's from the past, present, or future, is the type of feeling that will always bring us cheer and comfort. Thank you for letting me share my love feelings to you, who has been supporting me in my art. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Please take care and I'll see you soon. Bye!